Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action. Coming at you is going to be our finals. This is ALT-Stracraft's Open Arena tournament, and it is going to be kicking off this best of 5 final on Calm Before the Storm, GSL's version of that map. I love it, love it, love it. It is an enormous map, and lucky for us, we get to watch uGpSS and HyperDesi battling it out. This is going to be phenomenal play from these guys. SS showing a lot of strength versus Zerg opponents thus far, though, man. My goodness, this guy's on fire tonight. Desi, however, we've seen some serious strength from him as well, and but mostly it was the Zerg versus Zerg for him thus far in the bracket. So we'll see how he's going to deal with SS, who is a Grandmaster player on the Korean server. Desi, a very, very highly ranked individual in his own right, so he's got the skill to take down a player here like SS. So spawn positions are HyperDesi as our pink. He is up here in the top right-hand corner. And this best of 5 scenario is nice, though, for this play. I'm really excited for a best of 5 between Protoss and Zerg. SS is our green Protoss, and he's down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Currently scouting out across the map in the wrong location, so good luck to that guy. He will be making it over there eventually. We won't check back in on him too very soon. Now, a cool thing to remember about this map is it does have a back pocket expansion. Yes, that's correct. It is a back pocket expansion. And yeah, you can take or use a standard wall off here. Just go open with gateway and do your standard wall off and take a fast expand at the same time. And it tends to be fairly effective, partially because the rush distance is very long and because you can guard this base with just this small ramp. I mean, very rarely do you get to be able to guard 2 bases with one small ramp like that. And on this map, we do have that luxury. It is going to be a forge, however, first from SS. He's currently headed over towards his opponent's base. Looks like he is going to go for a potential, I would assume, cannon rush against his opponent's Nexi. That'll be fun. That will be fun indeed, and this wall off looking to be pretty solid for SS. Where is he going to put his next building? Another pylon going down, and photon cannons, I assume, momentarily. Indeed, indeed. There's your first photon cannon. Nice location there. And his nexus appears to be about 75% complete, and still no, expansion here from Desi. He is cruising out across the field with a bunch of lings. Looks like he's trying to catch his opponent off guard here a little bit. Just the 6 lings for now, though. We'll see if these guys can be able to get any damage done. There is a photon cannon complete, and the wall off appears to be tight. So moving up here is not going to be tons and tons of fun for him. Down he goes. Got to check it out anyway, but his ling's going to be kicking it here for just a little while. Notice he's going to be grabbing a baneling nest. Now, the nice thing about this wall for him is he can take out this pylon. The pylon only has 400 HP between its natural HP and the shields, but SS got the right idea here. He's going to be blocking this sucker off. I think he's got an idea of what his opponent's going here. He did cruise a scout through there. Scout, I think, died. Let's just see how much of his opponent's base he did see. Well, not tons. Looks like but he didn't see an expansion, so could very well be expecting this play. But banelings are going to be going down. In the meantime, he is currently working on a bunch of probes in SS base. But this wall is tight and large and really, really strong, I think. Should be in pretty good shape. SS does complete that cyber core, and here comes your lings and banelings. Looks like they will potentially make it through the wall. Baneling's trying to get in there, smash down that pylon. Looks like SS at the ready here to potentially wall this sucker off. He's absolutely going to need it. Oh, he just barely got that down in time, and now the photon cannon will have time to completely demolish all of these guys. We do have one zealot out on the field as well, and the defenses here look to be okay. Holding for now. Looks like I don't know if I would have canceled all that. Oh, he's just rebuilding the forge there. That's fine. I don't mind that. But another cannon here might be a good idea as well. See if he's going to grab another one, but he needs to consider completing this off there in the back. But a couple more gateways going down, and here comes your Banelings and Zergling attack yet again from HyperDesi. Good, good, good. And Zerglings do make it into the base. Pylons going down here, but looks like uGpSS going to have to evac these units regardless. Back up to the front here. And engaging. Oh, this is not fun. He is having to engage these Zerglings with his probes. Never a fun deal. Does get this wall back up and running, however, and just a couple things do remain in this base. No defenses down here at this one. Needs to probably just put down, I would think, another photon cannon or two, kind of closer, maybe even in the mineral line here. It's not a bad idea, but chrono boosting out his units here is a good idea for SS at this point. Look at that, he's got those suckers queued up like crazy, and tossing down his Dark Shrine, so he's going to go for some DTs here. He knows that Desi, to have done this, has to be fairly all in at this point. Just one base play is exactly what he's expecting from Desi, and that's exactly what we've had thus far, but more Lings cruising out across the field. Desi wants to stick to this, I think. Trying to take down this forge. Two Lings do make it in. Looks like we're going to have to rebuild something here momentarily, but too late. There's the GG from Desi in game number 1. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Game number 2 will be headed your way here momentarily. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is Game 2 in this Best of 5 finals match. SS and HyperDesi battling it out in a very big way. Desi trying to go for that Baneling bust, and SS apparently very, very well prepared for that. Did it in good time. What can I tell you? Desi is currently going to be spawning as our pink Zerg up here at the 2 o'clock position, and down here at the 8 o'clock it is SS spawning as our red Protoss. Good stuff. It looks like a standard wall off here for SS, going to be going down in pretty good time. And SS sending out his probe scout as well. Looks like he's going to be cruising 2 cross map positions. Where's he headed? Where's this guy going? I hope he's not scouting this non-spawning position. Looks like he is. It does force cross-position spawns on this map, is a good thing to note about these plays. So, but it's okay. HyperDesi here, almost to be at 14 supply, is currently at 14, so we'll see if he's going to go for his 14 pool. Looks like he is going to go for a 14 pool here. So see that extractor going down, just does indicate he's going to grab a pool here shortly thereafter. And we should see some speedlings out from him. Good speedling opener from Desi. Wonder if he's going to go beyond one base play here this time. Good stuff, man. Gateway, though, going down here for SS. Looks like a standard opener as well. Is finally getting his scout to the correct position. Not a bad little deal here. Desi cruising around with this Overlord. Looks like he's going to be gearing up for an expansion here momentarily, I would assume. But into the base he goes with that probe scout. Is going to see that spawning pool going down, knows exactly what to expect at this point. Double gas here for SS. I do want to mention that real quick. Double gas going to be kind of an interesting play here. Probably going to go for a 1-gate expand. Sentry expand is usually a good play here. See how he's going to go, but either that or he may go for his very standard 3-stalker push. We've seen that a couple times from him this evening. Wasn't able to get that done in the last one, but just because he's, he got into his opponent's base there very early. Well, not very early. He got there just in time to scout. The timing of the queen was early, so he knew his opponent was on early spawning pool, and that is how he was able to defend that in that last game. So good metagaming from him thus far. But his Cybercore is going to be completing here momentarily, and he's not waiting to get just stalkers out. So it looks like we are going to see, I would assume at this point, it is going to be a sentry opener. Sentry expand. In the meantime, he is blocking HyperDesi from taking an expansion, taking that down for just a little bit longer than normal. Now a couple Lings though are out on the base, and SS going to be evacuating this probe. Lucky for that guy. Looks like he is going to make it home. Good stuff. SS appears to be in pretty good shape with his opener. And the probe going to live, but good thinking here for HyperDesi. It looks like a really standard play. I think that his macro style is going to be a lot better. We've seen a lot of great things out of HyperDesi. Phenomenal player. And while a Baneling bust could catch your opponent off guard, on a map like that where scouting is a problem. I just think that a macro play here is probably going to be his best bet. Did stall production of his gas after he got enough gas for that circling speed, which is about to complete, and we're going to see some early roaches here. Relatively early roaches, and a 2-base roach, not a bad little play. No expand here from SS quite yet. He is mining a heck of a lot of gas and chrono boosting out his sentries there pretty quickly. Trying to take an expand. He does have his probe out all in the field. Looks like he's trying to wall this sucker off during the same time here. Nice control from SS. He doesn't want these guys cruising up into his base. And there goes your Nexus. Great play there from SS. And backing out here from Desi. Off he goes back to his main. In pretty good time. In pretty good time. Looks like a second gas going down here for Desi. Is mining this gas again. So probably going to start producing some roaches here. Units tab shows 26 probes to 24 drones. And it looks like he may stop drone production here and go for a big roach push. Now this is kind of interesting timing considering SS does have a lot of sentries out on the field as well as working on a wall off. And Desi did scout that attempt there earlier. He saw that pylon. He knew exactly what SS was going to be going for here to get this wall off down. And I think that this defensively is going to be very, very solid and difficult for Desi to deal with. So we'll see if the roach is going to be a good play here, but so far so good. He is currently just producing roaches, so I can't guess anything else at this point but solid roach play cruising out across this map. Now SS does have this expand about to be complete. And yeah, I like it. I like this play from SS quite a bit, but he's still on just one warp gate. Well, 2. Now he's got 3. I take that back. He just finished these up. Just finished him up. And a forge going to go down as well. And here comes some roaches. Just 9 for now. He's got a whole bunch more lings in production as well as a baneling nest. So probably going to see some baneling bust along with this roach play. Could be fairly effective. In the meantime, SS cruising out across this map. Interesting timing here. And Desi catches wind of it very, very quickly there. Looks like he is going to cruise around here to the backside, try and get a flank. Good force fields going down here for SS. Looks like he is going to be able to stave off these roaches here for just a little while. And these are big losses for Desi right before his big push was about to go down. He's got to be super careful here. But SS needs to consider the idea of backing out to his ramp here as well. He doesn't want to let these roaches get into position. But the force fielding, I'll tell you what, forcing that position there. Great stuff there from him. But here comes some lings and more roaches. Desi, though, is behind in the supply count. I think SS should be able to hold on here. He's trying to find his way back up into this main, but is currently walled off tight. No forge, or no cannons rather, at the ready, but the force fields were absolutely phenomenal. And look at that, he's going to go ahead and trap these roaches, and down they go. Desi now going to be in just terrible shape. Absolutely terrible shape. He's been streaming these lings out across the map, and it's not going to nearly be enough here. Good force fielding there yet again. He's getting really low on energy, but Desi stuck now, I think, a little bit. If you can check that, units lost. Desi is way the heck behind in resources lost there. Good play there from SS. Phenomenal control. He's really, really good with those force fielding. And it makes a big difference. It really does. +1 is going to be on the way here, as well as a photon cannon. Just the single one for now. Looks like he may toss some tech down in his position. Oh, there it is. He is going to be tossing down a Twilight Council. I like it. And here comes a bunch of banelings. Looks like SS trying to chase these suckers down. He said, I'd rather lose my army than lose my wall. Like that play quite a bit, and the banelings don't really make it to the bank on that one, do they? Not very good at all. Here comes a couple roaches, but I'll tell you what, Desi is in just severe shape at this point. There we go. We do get a couple banelings off. Looks like he's going to take out a couple of those sentries, but you know what? They were just about out of their energy anyway. And this attack is going very, very well for SS. Kind of out here in the center of the map, a strange place. He did lose his pylon there, but he appears to still be coming out ahead. A couple more lings cruising out here. Looks like they're going to try and kill something off. Oh no, man. This is a dangerous position for Desi. Look at that supply count. 37 to 68, so +30 for SS at this point. I don't see any reason for him to actually take a third at this point, man. No real reason at all. He's being extremely cost effective with these units. Maybe not kiting there the way he should, but that's okay. He does try and take out a couple of Lings, and now your Ling's going to be cruising back out across this map. The wall off here, though, for SS is very tight. Blink is on the way, so he's going to be able to evac this base when it's time, but so far his defenses are going to be mainly stalkers. And GG goes down from Desi. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be going into game number 3 now. Wow, it's match point in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Snack, live tournament action coming at you. It is going to be on Shakur's Plateau. Desi and SS still battling it out in this best-of-5 final. Currently match point, though, for SS. So Desi in dire straits here, man. He's got to figure something out. But I'll tell you what, that cheese, well, it's not necessarily cheese, but it's like really super fast early aggression. I guess the first one was kind of cheesy, but second one, not so much. I mean, I think that Baneling, Roach, Ling push is not a bad idea, and it is really pretty good, but I mean, SS was cruising out across the map at that point. Didn't have to endure that attack at his ramp, which probably, quite frankly, would have been better for him, but it came down to force fielding for SS. Phenomenal force fielding, pulling him through, and he just was so cost effective there with those units that he couldn't help but win. Could not help but win. SS is going to be spawning as our green Protoss up here in the top right-hand corner. Cross positions here. It is Desi as our pink Zerg down here at the bottom left. And so, yeah, cruising out across the map here is a probe scout from SS who appears to be going for a Forge Fast Expand right now. There's that pylon indicating exactly that. Desi here at 14 supply. I'll see if he's going to go for a 14 pool here. Maybe not. Maybe it's looking like a 15 hatch momentarily. 14 pool. There we go. 14 pool goes down in pretty good style. He's cruising around here with his drone. Wants to make sure that there are no probes in his base, but here comes one right now. And your probe does scout the timing of the pool. Sees the 14 pool. Is now going to be exactly aware of what's going on. Going to see him go for, I assume, Nexus first now, since it was not a super early pool. So Nexus probably going to go down here momentarily. And he's just going to be working on his economy here for just a little bit. Both these guys going to be in a holding pattern for a little while. Actually, we'll be able to tell a little bit better for Desi as soon as the spawning pool is complete what he's going to be doing, if he is going to be macroing. Oh, never mind. We know now. We know now it is going to be a hatchery right behind it. So we're going to see him droning up here just a little bit. Not a bad little deal. Good stuff. And this forge going down for SS. Appears to be in good time. Should see a cannon from him momentarily. And SS trying to toss down a photon cannon in the back here. It doesn't look like this one's quite going to happen. Good scouting there from Desi is going to save the day. Cruising out with these Lings also going to be a good deal. And it looks like that probe probably going to die. Indeed he does. Now check this out. Proxy hatcheries are always fun, are they not? And right in the back of his base there, I like it. In the meantime, SS working on his wall off here. He's got a photon cannon going down as expected, but completely unaware, I think, at this point that there is a hatchery going down in his base. Let's just check his vision. Indeed, he does not know. You can see his vision there. We're on his camera for half a second here. Let's just see what he's looking at. It's always kind of interesting to me what these guys look at. Good stuff, but he's all over the place there. And going to be getting this place saturated. I like it in very, very good time. And the gateway is about to be complete, so we should see your Cybercore go down here momentarily. Back here at Desi's base, we do have a little bit of saturation going down at his natural. Is going to grab a Roach Warren. Looks like he's going to start producing roaches in his opponent's main. Going to be fun stuff there. You know what? I actually saw a game where somebody did this in almost the exact location, and he brought his queen all the way out across the map here, and as soon as the hatchery finished, he put an inject larva down on the hatchery inside his opponent's main. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Good stuff there, but SS currently working on his Nexus. Probes, probes, probes. He doesn't have any units on the way quite yet. He may get caught off guard here. He's about to start noticing the creep spread, and here comes the creep spread. We are going to see some roaches morphing in. Training, I guess. It says training. Roach backed up here. Queen is now out on the field. She's kind of back in this nice little location where she's relatively safe. Hearts get surrounded back there, and she does have that inject larva going down. Only 3 of those probes will be able to attack at a time. SS going to be in a lot of trouble here. Looks like another photon cannon going down at this position. Anything going down, I would like to see SS tossing down some pylons next to this Nexus, but that's okay. Looks like it didn't quite have time for it. Now there are too many roaches on this field to deal with, I think, up in the main, so the defense is going to have to take place down here, I think, at this point. Looks like he may try and save this spot, but look at how much we've got in production here. Roaches, a whole bunch of roaches in production. Nice little play here from Desi, making his way back in this matchup here. I like it. A bunch of probes here pulled, and a couple stalkers going to be cruising out. He's just got this one gateway for now, though. Look at all these roaches, my goodness, and this queen absolutely going to be doing her work. She needs to get another inject larva down, though, spawn larva. There we go. There's the spawn larva. Got to stay on top of that in this type of scenario, but here comes the attack. Looks like SS being fairly cost-effective here, except I don't want to see him attacking overlords. Needs to be attacking these roaches, and there's the GG for game number 3. 2-1. SS at 2, Desi at 1. We'll be going into game number 4 here. Momentarily, it will be SS map choice. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have a live tournament action. It is game 4 here between SS and HyperDesi. This is the finals in tonight's Open Arena tournament, and I'll tell you, this has been a fairly good one. HyperDesi's got some very interesting builds so far for us. I'll tell you, they tend to be a little bit cheesy, maybe a little bit all-in-ish at some points, but I'll tell you, the first 2 failed kind of miserably, but that last one, that proxy hatch in the main, worked out very, very well. So in this match, it is still game point here for SS. He is up 2-1. So still sitting pretty, happy. He's going to be working on a standard wall off here, it appears, and sending out a probe scout, but also spawning up here as our green Protoss in the top right-hand corner. HyperDesi is our red Zerg. He's down here in the bottom left. See how he's going to open. Nothing quite yet, so no 10 pool, but that's all right. Didn't really expect that, did we? Probe Scout is going to be cruising around across the map. Looks like he will be gathering some intel here momentarily, so we will follow him. What a useful guy. This guy has a nice, good old smart probe in the army of uGpSS. SS, I'll tell you what, man, he is really a methodical player in a lot of ways. And I've really done some nice things this evening. Happy to be watching this. Looks like we're going to see a 14 pool here out of Desi. He does have his gas going down, so a speedling opener. Not a bad little play. And spawning pool about to go down, as well as getting some gas saturation there. I like it. Back here at SS base, we do have that gateway going down. It appears to be a relatively standard opener. Just the 1 gas for now. We'll see if he's going to grab his second gas. It tends to be his typical play, but maybe not this time. Maybe he's going to do something a little different. So still no second gas. We'll see how he's going to go from here in just a little bit. And your gateway is about to be complete, and I'm going to see that cyber core go down right behind it. Looking good. Spawning pool going to be complete here in just a little while for Desi. No second on the way quite yet. Just beefing up his economy here, and does have 100 gas and stalls production. Actually 104, so we got 1 extra trip in there. Going to see that circling speed ASAP. Notice the timing there from SS. Beautiful play, absolutely crucial. Cruising in at just the right time. He wanted to see whether his opponent stopped mining gas at that point. He knows the timings here. Knows to cruise in right around the 3.5 minute mark, just slightly before the 3.5 minute mark if possible. Get a glimpse of that gas that lets you know exactly what your opponent's doing. That means to him that HyperDesi is probably going to be macroing up here just a little bit. Yeah, so good stuff. Either that or going zergling all in. One or the other. So we'll see how he's going to proceed, but he is going to be chrono boosting out. His warp gate technology is currently working on a stalker. Did get his zealot out to block his ramp here. It looks to be in good shape. Checking in on that units tab. 20 probes to 18 drones in favor of SS, obviously. HyperDesi can't produce probes, so that is a dead giveaway there. But 3 more gateways going down. It appears to be a solid 4 gate here from SS. Interesting. So he has stalled probe production at 20. 4 gate incoming. Ladies and gentlemen, press 1 if you think 4 gates are awesome. Press 2 if you wish 4 gating would go away. And press 3 if you just don't care because you play Terran and all you have to do is a move with Marines. Yeah, pick one. Be interested to see what you guys think. Or you can just tell me what you think. You don't even have to press a number. You can tell me. You can chat me. I'll pay attention. JJ says 1 to 2. Yeah, he wishes he likes them, but he wishes they would go away. I don't blame you. Z Gamer saying 2. He wants them to disappear. 4 gating can be very, very difficult to deal with. We do have that forward pylon at the ready, and warp-ins are going to start taking place here momentarily. There they go. Zealots it is, and SS going to be cruising forward with a pretty sizable force. That's a lot of Zealots, man. 4 gate central. Overlord not going to happen for very much longer. Here comes everything that HyperDesi has got. Going to try and hold this sucker off, and notice that SS going to be blocking these guys out so they cannot get the surround. But there we go, a little bit of a mineral line trick there, trying to get the surround, and it is not going to happen. And GG from HyperDesi, beautiful play, great 4 gate execution. If you thought that they were out of the game in Protoss vs. Zerg, man, you were dead wrong. SS schooled us today, showed us what's up. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We'll catch you guys next time.